Good afternoon. Oh, Friday, the 1st of May, 12 p.m. Noonday snack is the date stamp. Star date 2020. Star date, the year of terrible hair. Years, actually, years and years of terrible hair. Anyway, if this is the one you're looking for, please stay. If it's not, go back and have a look. This is the preamble. This is where I see everyone arrive and say, hello Italy, hello Northumberland, welcome to our little haven of movement snacking activity. Hello Buddyport. Lovely to see you. Well, I can't see you, and it's not lovely to see me, and it's not lovely for me to see me. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I just see through it. I just see your names and imagine where you are in the world. And it gets me through this preamble. Come on in. More Wales, hello. Crowbar reports, please. So in this 3 minutes, help me out. What you've been doing? Crowbarring. We have crowbar reports. What activities, what movements have you been crowbarring in? Happy to take weather reports. Happy to take any kind of bad hair status. Makes me feel better. Sylvie Sand, we have more of Norway in. Hello Norway. Fran, you made it. Thank you for all of your updates on that. You're catching up and you've made it. That's great. Inoka, hello. Where are you, Inoka? Have I pronounced your name wrong? Please tell me if I haven't. Dawn is reporting some crowbarring, toe raises and heel raises whilst preparing dinner. Thank you for that crowbar report. Hello George. I think we have a 2-minute warning, so there's plenty of time for more reports. Keep them coming. Ankles and feet whilst on the phone. That's a great one, Joy. Oh, phones are a great trigger, especially if you get lots of phone calls. So you could crowbar in a different movement for like every phone call that you get. You got me excited, Joy. Ankles and feet while on the phone. Great. Hello, Jane. Lovely day here. Where are you, Carol? Remind me. Mrs. Perry in Wales, caught up on the 8 a.m. snack after shopping, been for a walk. You've been crowbarring too. Heel raisies into your daisies. Excellent. Christine in Llanelli, who's not a ram, she's a Taurus. Learning so much about you lot. Hello Maddie, is the cat with you? Caught up, Carol from Hove. Carol's in Glasgow, of course. Yes. Coming back to me. Hello, London. Thank you for your pet support movement snacking yesterday. Happy to take four-legged friends. They're all part of the journey of instigating even more movement. Fran says she's aware of movement and being aware. Honestly, isn't it? That's just the first thing. Once we know something, we can't unknow it, assuming that we've heard it correctly, that is. So being more aware is just the first step. It opens the door to everything, in my honest opinion. The Elliot Chapel Collective want a snack. These comments move really quickly, so I can't catch them all, sorry. Plus, I'm opposite the window again, so I'll keep doing my budgie moves. My budgie dodging to see what's going on. Dundee's a bit late, but it's okay. Kelsey Sprinters, Kelsey Leverton is in. You'll be seeing Kelsey soon. She's joining the Crowbar Movement Mission crew. Can't wait for that, Kels. Sally, you got John going on with you. Fantastic. Hello, John. Hello, John. I remember all our days in Kidwelly. Lost count of the crowbars so far. And age is showing off, George. You're going to have to start crowbarring some normal day into your crowbarring activity. Right, we're going to keep going. Ready, steady. Bristol's here. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. It's Friday. Whatever that means. Lunchtime movement snack. We've got 10 minutes. I've started to eke it out a little bit. I'm really sorry. I'm overstepping my welcome, but it's just too exciting, too much to tell you. So let's get going. Pick your position, stand or sit, starting every movement snack with the circulation boosting. So start moving first. The first step, the most important thing, is to move, and the movement is walking, marching on the spot, whichever you want to call it. Once you've got that movement going, then we can go through the thoughts and the prompts to optimise what's happening, and whether we're in stand or whether we're in sit. The first thing to have a think about is this lift, this length. This is a massive support to all of our movements throughout the day. Strong support coming from the centre will influence every movement from arm, leg. Okay, so lift, open, and then more deliberate. So if anything, slow this weight transfer down and find your feet, please. Keep going, keep finding your feet while I put in some seated prompts. Principles exactly the same here in sit. Still finding feet from the circ boost here. And it may feel more difficult because we're already at 90 degrees in the chair. So we really, even more reason to get feet and ankles to help generate this movement. Or you may be more comfortable, or you may want to start with the arm marching first, hands coming together are the options. And focusing here on the backward press, all on this lift open posture. Okay, so no lazy arm swinging, meaningful, purposeful, optimizing the shoulder range of motion, plus these rhythmical movements, combined arms and legs, will serve to boost the circulation, increase blood flow. It's a win-win-win. All the blood's getting to reaching the parts we want to get to. And then we're going to have a deeper breath. It's a minute and a half max. It's considered, we're thinking about everything, and it's steady, and it's fairly low level in intensity, so we shouldn't be out of breath or breathless, okay? If you are, make the movement smaller and take more time, take more rest. Here we go. I've got 3 trios for you to... No, I haven't. I've got 2 trios. I've got a double trio. So I've got 2 little mini snacks that comprise 3 movements. Remember, I keep saying this, these movements are already featuring in your daily lives somewhere. Maybe you just don't know it yet, okay? So that's when I say, this isn't an exercise program. These are movements you already have, and I just say, okay, think about this. Can you optimize this movement? So just do some, 2, 3, 4, and then we move on to the next movement, okay? Here it is. I'm going to keep this one in because it's critical. Slow foot pedal, but I'm going to add a twist. Going to add a twist of lemon to that today. So we take the circulation boost, but we keep contact. We keep contact with the floor. Can you see? I leave the balls of my feet behind. This is exactly the same in seated. So if you have feet, ankles and toes available to you in seated options, it's this. If not, it's the hip walking. Okay, so keep going on hip walking. There's something else. You can ramp this up if you want to. Have a look at this. It's the same movement, but I'm coordinating it differently. I'm adding a lift and shift. So I'm crowbarring in some heel raises, but I've got that foot position there as well. So I'm adding in a little raise and a lower. Can you see that? So it's either this, squeezing the calves as I go, or a lift and shift, all with support, Don't want to challenge balance. Same in seated, as I've just said, it's the heels, or it's the hip walking. Second one of this first trio is back extensions. Okay, so this is from our morning routine. Have a look. Now here I'm going to stand close to a piece of furniture. And this gives me loads of feedback and information about what my hips are doing. And it means I can definitely focus on the back extension. What I want you to add into this is this extension of the arm as well. So can we go extend and release, change hands. Extend and release, change hands. Or extend and release and come back. Because all this movement has value as well. Same, exactly the same in sit. Extend, and if you can, slide the hands around. Extend and release. These extensions are really significant because in general we spend a lot of our tasks in this flex position. So we talk about extending or flexing, extending or flexing. And this next one is a flexy one, it's a bendy one, and it's one that we introduced this morning in the movement snack. Have a look. It's back of knee, so I'm mobilising and possibly adding in, starting to introduce some strength depending what your start point is. And again, for this one, I'm close to furniture because I want to keep my thighs in line. Have a look. I slide the leg back a little bit and then I pick the heel up and I place it down and I stand on it. I'm going to do the same leg again. And I want to feel this movement, this range of movement. Take it slow, that maybe perhaps you feel that you can only just lift it off. We need to move slowly. It's very rare we focus on this back of knee position. And you might start to feel that you're going to get a little bit of cramp, which is why we take it really slow, and feel your way around that. We're just aiming over time to get to 90 degrees. These are all slow and considered. There's nothing fast-paced about any of these. That's our first trio. The foot pedal, the back extension, the back of knee. Park that one. Here's the second trio. The first one is called hand to knee, and I'm going to do this one. Oh, sorry, I didn't put in the seated option for back of knee. Seated back of knee, sorry, is a step forward, and we're going to use the floor and slide back. So we've got a bit of resistance bringing that leg back. So we're really focusing on the back of the thigh here. If that movement isn't available, not an option, you're in your buttock squeezes. So still working on all of the muscles in the kind of the back end of the body, literally. Okay, hand to knee, second trio. Near a wall if you like. This isn't fast paced, it's slow, it's a raise of the knee and a replace. And when I place the knee down, I leave a little gap in between my feet. And I'm just looking at the range of motion at my hip. It's not going above my hip, it's considered, I'm thinking about it, I'm replacing the foot. And probably the most important thing, as the knee comes up, I keep the length here. I keep the length here, so the length stays here, and I pick up the knee and nothing should change here. Really strong, solid position, and my hips are strong. No pace, slow it right down, and by doing that, you're going to be standing on one leg for longer. I don't want you to challenge your balance for this one, so take support. And a really nice way, I say nice, I'm not good on the nice word. A really effective posture to set up here is hands. Can't see here, but two hands on. And now I've got a really effective support there. Can you imagine there? All right, good. The second one of this trio is heel raises. We love heel raises into daisies, but I'm going to crowbar in something. It's the heels and the slowly lower. Lots of support. But we can get a double whammy. We can get even more out of that if we do it in a reverse support position. Yes, so now I can take my heel raise and I can bring in this arm extension position here. So I can get a bit of both. If you want to, you can add a knee bend into a stand, into a heel raise. Now these movements here, I've very much focused on the kind of shoulder extending type movements, because if you have a look at the video I posted just now, these are critical movements in terms of floor-based positions, bed, bath, garden. We're going to need these positions, and also getting out of chair. So here is our chair press we've been doing. In the chair, make sure that these elbows are tucked in here. Okay, you've got two trios. Foot pedal, back extension and back of knee was the first one. Hand to knee, heel raise and upper back press was the last one. Here it is, have a look. Can you see? Palm up position, take up support. Now it's a bit like the first bit is the chest press, chest stretch. There's the chest stretch, but then an extra squeeze. So imagine your shoulder blades here and give them an extra squeeze together. And we're really trying to get the muscles along the top of the spine here. So there's my chest stretch, but I want an extra squeeze and release. Okay? So those are the two trios. I've posted them in the thread of the video that I've just put up. And we'll repeat that one tomorrow. We'll repeat that one again tomorrow. And the aim is to familiarise these movements for you so that you can now crowbar them into your day. They're yours to use, from me to you, from us to you. So a bit of crowbarring in, forgot what you said to crowbar, either sits downs, jockey lifts, or take one of those trios, crowbar it in every hour between now and 4 o'clock. Are you a trio buster? Okay, have a great afternoon. See you at 4 for some calm stretch, 3-dimensional coordination.